There are many different jobs that are needed on a Christmas tree farm. There is picking pine cones, uncovering small trees, green spraying, planting, cleaning fields, harvesting, and countless other things. However, nothing is as important as shearing. Shearing is the process of shaping the trees with a knife. This job is the most important because if it is done incorrectly, then there is no point in cutting anything down because the trees will not look very pretty. June 25th will roll around every summer, and that is when all the fun begins. My family owns and operates a tree farm around Elk Mound. We manage the whole shearing process, so we are the ones who work very hard to corral the employees needed to get this extensive job done. Ideally, we have about 15 to 18 people on the crew. The materials that are used for this job are a knife with a 15-inch blade and a 16-inch handle that you hold with your dominant hand In your non-dominant hand, you have a hand clipper. On the first day, we always have a meeting about safety in the fields and what we are going to be doing. We also always make sure to stress how important the job is, because without this process, we would not have the quality of trees that we are known for. Once everyone is in the field, there are a few things that must be done before we even start swinging a knife. The first thing that happens when someone gets to the tree is that you will look at the top. The leader is a crucial part of every tree, and without a good centered leader, the tree can look lopsided, and nobody wants a lopsided tree. The first step in shearing is getting one top in the center of the tree. That way, once they start to shear the Christmas tree, the person can shear around the top so they have the same line all the way around it. More times than not, the length of the leader is about 12 inches. Once the person gets the tree leader the way that it needs to be, then they can start to use the knife to shape the tree. One of the most difficult things to master is something that is fundamental to the whole process: swinging the knife the correct way. I have been shearing for 7 years, and I still make mistakes to this day. The swing is difficult because every tree requires the different lengths cut off at different angles. So it can take months of shearing before you learn how to correctly fix each tree. Luckily though, this skill is one that will stick with you once you get the hang of it. However, that does not mean that there still aren't mistakes made once you become a master shearer. Every day, it seems like we cut one too tight or leave one way too wide. But you just need to be patient and work as a team to make sure all the trees are sheared correctly. To start shearing a tree, you first go whichever way that your dominant hand is on. You swing starting that way and work your way around the tree. This is because you are always shearing away from your body to prevent any accidents from happening. When you swing your knife, the goal is to put a 60-degree angle on the sides of the tree. You keep going around to make sure the tree looks the way that it needs to for the harvest season. Once that step is done, there's only one thing to do, and that is to make sure that everything is within the line and that was just created on the tree. You take a nice little walk around your tree and double check all the work you did. If there are any branches out of place, you can clip them with your hand clipper or try to re-swing on that one side. Then after your double check is all finished, you get to move on down the row and start on the next tree. Shearing is an incredibly important part of the tree's life cycle. Summer after summer, each tree will be shaped to make sure that it is tip-top shape for the harvest season. We really pride ourselves in selling a high-quality tree, and that is why we put so much importance into this one simple process.